Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video and welcome back to another endgame tactics video here on the channel. That's right, this week is just wall-to-wall endgame tactics of the best formations and tactics that I've used this year and the ones that I just like the best, my personal favourites. So far we've done 4-3-2-1, 4-3-1-2 and today we're looking at the 4-2-2-2. So you can tell off the bat they're all really aggressive formations, and a 4-2-2-2, if played the right way, is about as aggressive as they come. So let's get into the tactics and have a little look at it, shall we? So to start off, defensive style, we're looking at balance. It's very rare that I would sway from having balance, to be honest, because you can pressurise on your own. If you're not very good at pressurising on your own, maybe just go on pressure on heavy touch. I honestly don't feel that it makes that much difference. I think press after possession loss and constant pressure does, and we definitely don't drop back, not for an aggressive formation. So balanced for me. If you do struggle to pressure on your own, feel free to go on to pressure on heavy touch. Right, defensive width, quite often it's always nice and narrow because that's where your opponent generally likes to play through the middle of the pitch. So we like to be nice and compact, especially where in this formation we've got the two CDMs. So it'll be a nice, tight, compact unit, and really quite difficult for your opponent to play through, which of course is what we're after. Right, now, of course, we said this is a really aggressive formation. So if you're that type of player, this is the kind of formation that you should be looking at. Or like the 4-3-2-1 or 4-3-1-2. They're all formations where you're really taking the game to your opponent and just trying to suffocate them and just blitz them, basically. I always refer to these as like Liverpool-style formations, really. The way that you press, attack, win the ball back, etc. So, won't be any surprise to you to hear that the depth is quite high, which is 65. Offensive build-up play, balance. This is always quite a biggie for me, really, because defensively it can be a little bit more black and white. You know, stay nice and narrow, don't pull people out of position, so on and so forth. But offensively, you always need to try and have as much variety as you can, and that's ultimately what having it on balance will allow you. The last thing that you want, or even in real life football, you do not want to be easy to read at all. So having it on balance will just allow you to do that, you know. Whereas if you had, say, slow build up, they're always just going to be around you. So if you ever wanted to play a longer ball, you can't. Equally, if you had it on long ball, you're never going to be able to play short, intricate passes. So just having it on balance will just allow you to have that variety that you need, basically. Chance creation, direct passing. I get a lot of comments from the tactics videos that I do saying, oh, our players are finally moving. I personally believe that it would be down to this, which is the direct passing, which when you read it says that your players are going to be making runs in behind. Basically what they do is they just stretch the defence, yeah? So it pushes the back line back, and if you've got it with a cam, a centre mid, a full back, you've then just got a little bit of space to work in, which of course is key. Offensive width, 50. There's no need to change that. Although they're two cams in this formation, really they operate a little bit more like wingers. So yeah, there's no need to change that offensive width. You kind of get the best of both worlds because there's two of them. Players in the box we have on 6, and that's because we've got 2 CDMs, 2 cams and 2 strikers, corners and free kicks. A little bit personal preference. I always have them on 1 because I always play them short, and I'm always a little bit more wary of like the counter-attack, stuff like that. So, but again, if you were somebody that maybe did cross it in, you could maybe up your corners to 2 and the free kicks. So, on to the player instructions, guys. So, centre-backs, obviously, stay back while attacking. Full-backs also stay back while attacking. But like I always say, feel free to get these 2 players involved. Creates an extra person in the attack, somebody else for your opponent to worry about. There's your added variety and variation that we're talking about. And I think you can attack with them with a little bit safer knowledge that you've got 2 CDMs protecting the 2 centre-backs. And also the reality is that you're only going to be attacking with one of the centre-backs. The other one's going to be staying back. So you've got a decent bit of protection, so feel free to bomb on with one of them by running with the ball, triggering runs, etc, etc. And they'll be able to link up nicely with whichever CDM and Cam is on their side of the pitch, basically. So if we look at Cancelo, he's going to be able to link up nicely with De Bruyne and with Son down that left-hand side. So feel free to get them involved in the game. Right, on to the CDMs. So one on stay back while attacking and one on balance. One crucial thing that they both have, though, is cover centre. I say this all the time. It's because it's an important thing. Default is cover wing. We don't want that. We want cover centre. Okay, so you've got your back two and then the two CDMs in front protecting it. Like with the defensive width, we want to be nice, narrow, nice and compact. And having the two CDMs on cover centre allows you to have that defensive cover, which is nice, and we'll need it when you see the front fours player instructions. But yeah, like I said, one of them on stay back while attacking. You don't want both of them going, because that will leave a huge hole. And also, I feel like with any formation, you always need somebody in the middle of the park for you to come back into to recycle the play, you know. So I've got Paqueta here. Maybe not ideal for that role, but certainly De Bruyne is ideal for the role of pushing on with his creativity, his passing, his shooting, finesse shots, etc, etc. Okay, folks. So on to the front four. So the two Cams, but they're really wingers in a way. And I've got Son and Messi here, who are obviously both great for finesse shots from the perspective sides that they're on. They're just on standard, just default settings, okay? Now, some people, and I have no doubt that some tactics videos you'd see, that maybe they'd have this on comeback on defense. But where this is such an aggressive formation, you leave it like this and you win the ball back. One, you've got four players like to attack and break away. But the other thing, and the thing that I like more, is if you lose the ball in the attacking third, this is why, along with the 4-3-2-1 and the 4-3-1-2, this is such an aggressive formation, because you lose that ball and you've got four players already pushed right up on the defence, and your opponent is going to feel that pressure. And I bet across some point in the game they're going to melt, give it away, and you've probably got an easy goal. And that's why I like these formations, because we're not sitting back and waiting for a counter-attack. We're on the front foot. We're pushing them. We're forcing mistakes, taking the game to them, nice and aggressive, scoring goals. Yeah, that's way more fun, and that's what it's all about. So there we go. And then up front, we've got two legends here, or I mean icons, but you know what I mean. Cantona and Eusebio. Whenever I have a front two, I like the old-fashioned. One comes short, one go long. Again, variety, mix it up. I'd always have the one that I feel is obviously quicker. So if you've got an Mbappe, of course, he's going to be the one that's getting behind. For me, here it's Eusebio, and Cantona, the one is on default, and he might have the ball into feet, etc, etc. So yeah, there we go, guys. That's the 4-2-2 formations. Again, another aggressive formation, one that I really like. Hope that you enjoy them tactics. Any questions, get in the comments and let me know. But guys, that is going to be it for today. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'm going to see you for 2 more tactics videos across the next couple of days. I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.